Hello, I'm Neil. Welcome to Grandpa's Workshop. Big thank you to all my subscribers as always. And this week I'm unboxing my new Axminster Craft AC370WL Variable Speed Wood Turning Lathe. This is not a sponsored video. I paid for this machine out of my own money, and I managed to get it in the Black Friday sales. And it originally was £476.78 and I managed to get it for £429.11. I also ordered with it the Clubman SK100 wood turning chuck, which usually is £189.98, and I got it for £170.99. I paid £15 to have the premium Saturday delivery. I ordered it at around 3:10 Friday afternoon, and it was delivered at 7:50 Saturday morning, and I was very pleased with that. I couldn't believe how quick it turned up. I've never owned a lathe before. I've never even used a lathe before, so I'm looking forward to giving it a go. Right, so let's take a look in the box. The box is looking a bit bashed up. It seems to be bulging out on this side a little bit, so I'm hoping the lathe's alright. So let's take a look what's inside the box. First things, instructions. Take a look at those in a bit. This is part of the pressed steel stand. We've got a metal rod, which I believe is for knocking things out of the headstock and tailstock. We've got a spanner, which I think is for holding the spindle for the headstock. Face plate. Little ratchet lever. Some more bits to the pressed steel stand and some Allen keys. There's the lathe. Right, I'm going to get this out of the box and onto the bench, and then I'll come back to you when I've got it out of the box. Getting this out of the box is definitely a two-man job because it's extremely heavy. So what I had to do was remove this metal plate from the end, remove the tailstock, remove the banjo. I couldn't get the motor off because underneath there's a nut similar to this one, and it kept catching on the edge, so I couldn't get the motor off. So I had to struggle on my own to get the body and the motor onto the bench. But now I'm going to reassemble it all. Right, so this lathe comes with headstock spanner, a bar for knocking out the centres. It comes with a drive centre, tailstock centre, which it's got a bearing inside it and it rotates really smoothly. Faceplate, tool rest. Before I fire up the motor for the first time, I'll just run through some specifications I got off the Axminster tool site. The centre height is 885mm, giving a maximum of 370mm turning diameter over the bed, and a distance of 1100mm between centres, so between the centre point on the tailstock and the centre point on the headstock. It's got a 750 watt 230 volt induction motor, giving speeds between 500 to 2000 RPM in 10 settings. The bed, the headstock and the tailstock are all cast iron. The headstock swivels out to the side of the machine and can also be slid along the bed. Both head and tailstocks have a taper of 2 MT. The spindle thread is 1 inch by 8 TPI and the tool post diameter is 25mm. Let's give it a try, make sure it works. To adjust the speed, you pull the lever out, rotate it. So this is the Axminster Craft AC370WL variable speed wood turning lathe. I know it may seem I'm becoming a bit of an Axminster fanboy, but I chose this machine because the other Axminster machines I've got, they work well and they're well made. So I thought, if I'm going to be investing some money into a lathe, I want something that I'm going to be happy with. And the build quality of this machine so far looks really good. I'm not putting it on the press steel stand because that would take up too much room in my workshop. I was hoping to have a go at turning some wood in this video, but I ordered some carbide tipped tools from eBay, but they haven't turned up. I've also got the SK100 Clubman chuck to go on this lathe, but I'm going to unbox that in a separate video. I chose this larger machine for its capacity. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.